Good morning and happy Thursday, everyone. Man, let me tell you what, I've been waiting for Thursday to get here. I've really been waiting for Thursday to get here. Like, this is like the first Thursday that I've been legitimately, like, ready to go since, like, the other day. Literally a week ago today. And come to think of it, oh my gosh. It's the last Thursday of January of 2024. Cool. We have a week until January's over. And even better, the weather's better. Well, okay. I shouldn't say it's better. It's better in the sense like there's not an abundance of snow on the ground, particularly on the roads. So you could get away with driving a little bit more normal. But, I mean, you should be careful driving regardless of what the weather is, because you never know. But the road's better. That is important. So, let's see. If I have a low, well, I mean, I guess Wednesday I did have a bit of a scare regarding, I mentioned this before, but I see a therapist. And, my therapist is doing fine, but he's, quote unquote, retiring soon. But just because he's, quote unquote, retiring, that doesn't mean that, he won't be allowed to see people. So, I'll be able to see him again. So, admittedly, I had a bit of a scare because, like, I really do want to advocate. It's perfectly fine if you ever want to get therapy. It is. I mean, I've definitely come a long way since I first started seeing my therapist in, summer of early 2021. And we're going on, 3 years. So, actually, I do believe the weather was warmer than it was now when I first saw him. So it's coming up on 3 years since I started seeing him. And it's been wonderful. And then I did a bit of a scare because I thought since he was retiring I wasn't going to see him again. But that's not the case at all. So my low is the fact I had a bit of a scare. My high, well, obviously my high is hearing that I will be able to see him again. But also, actually another part of my high is the fact that one part of my high is that the roads are definitely better. I would say my high is just got to spend the evening with my mom and dad. And, we did stuff together. We had some dinner together. My mom made vegetable beef soup. It was awesome. It was actually perfect for what's been going on the last couple of days weather-wise. Then we went to Sam's for we had to do some shopping done at Sam's Club. And that was actually my act of kindness too. I helped my mom and dad with the shopping. Because obviously after we go to Sam's Club, I immediately head back here because we're already out and about. So usually whenever we go to Sam's Club together, I leave early. And by the time they arrive, I already picked up our cart and we're all ready to go. So it was good. I actually got a couple things I legitimately did need. Got myself some water, got myself some soda, I need some mayonnaise. What else did I need? I got the veggie straws. The chips are like straws, whatever, some mayonnaise. The point is, right now, everything's going fine. Everything's going about as fine as you'd want it to. And that's great. honestly, actually, if I do another part of my low, it's the fact that, I'm going to Great Gatsby night over at Illegal, and a good chunk of my costume's ready to go. I got a bow tie, I got black shoes, and black socks, and black belt. I got pants. I should have suspenders and a white shirt. The only thing I'm missing is a fedora. I can't seem to find a fedora anywhere. And, I mean, don't get me wrong, not everyone in the 1920s wore a fedora, obviously. But it makes the costume it makes the costume I'm trying to go for. Although, I did ask someone if they had a fedora, and they had the fedora that kind of looks like a baseball cap, if that makes sense, because when you think of fedora, you think about the two different kinds of hats. You think of the one that kind of looks like a cross between like a beret and a baseball cap, and the other more a very like a cowboy hat, only not as tall, with a shorter rim around the base of the hat. So, admittedly, I am in a bit of a bind, but I wouldn't say it bothers me. But man, I've been looking forward to Thursday forever. Like, this is the first thing this year that's happened where something I know is coming up, and I've been genuinely excited for it to get here. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's going to happen multiple times. I mean, holidays are always a given. Birthdays are always a given. But, like, this is, like, the first unplanned, like, thing that I heard was happening that, I'm going to do. I mean, TLDR, I'm just meeting some friends of mine for dinner. That's really about it. But it's just the fact, like, I never used to get excited for something like that. Probably because it never happened to me before. But now, I genuinely get to go out and see people. And that's a result of everything I've been doing for the last year, specifically the last 6 months, which, man, I don't think I ever could have gotten as far as I did in the last 6 months that I am now. I mean, my God, just over 6 months ago, just under 6 months ago, I was legit resigned to living in the gray. I'm in a much happier position now than I was then. So, I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't say it's perfect. I mean, there's been not everything's been perfect, and, sometimes I still feel sad, but, it's not as sad as it would be, as it could be. And it just occurred to me too, like, we're already coming up on February. Like, way back earlier this month, I talked about the things I was looking forward to. Like, we're already coming up on our first holiday season. Our first holiday, Valentine's Day. It's not really a season so much as just, one holiday. And it's just going to kick off everything that leads until spring and then eventually summer. Like, yesterday was the first time I legit thought of, okay, we gotta think about what's going to be happening up at the lake this summer. Like, that was the first time this calendar year I thought of that. And, well, for starters, a whole bunch of people are gonna be invited up. Have some parties and such. That's gonna be cool. Obviously the weather will be warmer. But it just amazes me just how this is how long it's been since I've been up to the lake. And this is the first time I legit thought of what I'm going to do this upcoming summer. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know we are a long way away. We got a good, over 4 months from now. But, we made it through October. We made it through November. We made it through December. We're almost done with January. I mean, for all intents and purposes, we're just about halfway there. And I can't believe it. A few things of note, I guess. One thing that's definitely been helping me over the last couple weeks was just watching After Midnight. I mean, as of right now, I didn't see last night's episode yet, and that's actually a problem. Ever since I did the Why I'm Still Here videos a month ago, I've been trying to set my alarm for 5 a.m. and I do, but I turn off my alarm and I immediately go back to sleep. Today, I set my alarm for 5. I just turned around and closed my eyes for feels like a minute. It was already 6 a.m. So, oops. I try and get up early just so I could watch After Midnight, before I start the video. So I haven't watched last night's episode yet, but I guess I'm just shocked at how funny other comedians are. Because, okay, if you remember when I talked about watching After Midnight, at least the first 2 episodes, and how it's a reboot of At Midnight, which, was my favorite show for a really long time. I mentioned how my Mount Rushmore of At Midnight winners are Paul F. Tompkins, Milana Weintraub, Doug Benson, and Ryan Funches. 3 of those 4 have already been on After Midnight, and none of them have won yet. Milana Weintraub especially. She was undefeated forever. And the one time she lost was in the Tournament of Champions 2 finale. That's insane. And she lost. I mean, it's also of note that of the episodes we've had so far, again, I didn't see last night's episode yet, but so far, every winner has been a woman. I mean, every winner on After Midnight has been a woman so far, with the exception of Carl Hunter, who was just a couple days ago. So, that's pretty cool. I mean, look, several female comedians didn't need to win on After Midnight to prove what I already knew. And what I already knew is that, yes, women are very funny. I mean, hell, I got Mount Rushmore female comedians. So, trust me, women are funny. A lot funnier than me. Great, now I'm thinking of that one Seinfeld moment where George is talking about his perfect woman, no, George is talking about wanting to meet this one woman, and George's like, is she smarter than me? And then Jerry's like, how could she be smarter than you? I guess I really had never talked about what my ideal woman would be, have I? Well, I guess it really isn't much to discuss. I mean, foremost, they really should be a genuinely nice person. They should be warm, friendly, let's say for the sake of argument, I see her when I wake up in the morning, and then see her before I go to bed at night. I should be just as happy in the morning as I am at night. That's pretty obvious. I mean, personality-wise, well, is intelligence considered a personality? Oh, my point is, she's going to be smart. A lot smarter than me. How do I know this? Well, she probably won't be doing this what I'm doing right now. She probably will not be doing this. Or maybe, okay, well, begs the question, what if she is? What if she actually winds up doing what you're doing? Well, she'd be doing it better than me, which brings up another fact of personality. She should be funny. Possibly funnier than me. Which, again, that would make no sense. Basically, my point is, on the whole, she'd be a better overall person than I am. And believe me, I try, I really do. But, like, she'd just be able to do it better. Like, I'd be able to concede to that. You concede to that sort of thing, because at the end of the day, well, actually, I should rephrase that. I would concede to that at the end of the day, because she's worth it. I'd rather be happy than be right. Maybe I should talk more about this when we get to Valentine's Day. I don't know. Actually, I should probably get going. Got hot ones today. I'm going to see some friends for dinner night. It's going to be awesome. This is exactly what I've been looking forward to for Thursday. And, I think it's going to kick off a pretty solid weekend. So I hope you all like this video. If you did, like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I am very humbled to make this video for all of you guys watching short for today. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend you. I'll always be back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.